Namaste, and welcome to another video where we're going to discuss a little bit about the fundamentals of energy with Qi Kung and Tai Chi. So, in order for us to have energy flowing, for us to have electricity flowing, we need to have plus and minus, positive and negative. So, first let's begin with the Earth's resonant frequency, the Schumann resonance. Since we have a North Pole and a South Pole, we have the Earth's magnetic fields. The Earth's surface and the ionosphere form a spherical cavity with a fundamental frequency at around 7.83 Hz, and this frequency is said to be rising close to 8 Hz. This base resonant frequency of the Earth scientifically is known as Schumann resonance, and you can Google this Schumann resonance to understand more. The North Pole and the South Pole of planet Earth, along with the rotation and the revolution, create the potential for magnetic and electrical charges to flow on the planet. The web of these charges are characterized scientifically as ley lines. The air above the surface of the Earth is positively charged, while the surface of the Earth is negatively charged, thus providing the potential of electric energy that can be used with a constructive sacred geometrical structure set up of crystals, magnets, gold, and such conductive elements. This is known as free energy, and a lot of scientists like Nikola Tesla learned how to tap into this free energy, connecting to the grid of the Earth and being able to harness electricity just like that. But we have the key inside here, the body, the heart, and we're able to tap into that grid of energy, and that is the essence of Qi Kung Tai Chi, to learn to connect to that energy, to play in harmony with that energy. So tapping into the energy grid of the Earth. In terms of spiritual energy, one perceives this natural resonant vibration of the Earth as the feeling of peace, love, and compassion. It has been found through numerous scientific researches that when a healer begins the process of healing another person, the healer vibrates on the base resonant frequency of the planet, the Schumann resonance. Thus, this resonant frequency of the Earth is the natural healing love frequency and heals through DNA repair. And this is the essence of Reiki healing, this is the essence of pranic healing. Any form of healing energy is where you're connecting to these vibrations that are natural, universal, beyond our mental comprehension, and we become a channel. The human body can act as a magnetic key and connect the two poles to cultivate biological electrical energy within the body, which is Qi, where the crown chakra acts as the North Pole and the root chakra, the base of the spine, acts as the South Pole. The bioelectric energy cultivated is created by merging the prana received through the ions, the positive charge, with the Kundalini Shakti received from the electrons from the Earth. So it's a negative charge. Positive from up, negative from down, it creates electricity. Thus cultivating the Qi or Qi, aka bioelectric energy. So from here I will talk about the three Dantyans. We have three centers within us that once activated allow us to cultivate higher levels of energy, power, and awareness. According to Qi Kung and Tai Chi knowledge, they are the upper Dantian, the middle Dantian, and the lower Dantian. So let's begin with the lower Dantian. The lower Dantian exists at a point that is approximately 2 fingers below the navel center, at a point that is in between the Manipur and Swadhisthana chakra. A lot of natural power and vital energy naturally exists in this area but remains dormant if not activated and cultivated. In order to unlock this power, we need to have first opened, activated, and energized the lower three chakras. When the Kundalini energy is activated, it can be channeled by working through the lower Dantian, the middle Dantian, the heart center. The middle Dantian exists at the heart center or the Anahata chakra. This center can be called the central processing unit, which can act as a medium to unite and process our vital energies with the spiritual energies we cultivate through our sadhana. Qi or Qi exists in everyone naturally, but most aren't aware of this field of energy. As we activate this awareness, we can become a powerful tool of healing for ourselves and for others, and many more things. It also helps in intention manifestation, It helps in seeing beyond the veils of illusion. There is a lot of power and grace that we can receive in the middle Dantian. And finally, the upper Dantian in this region. The upper Dantian exists at a point that is around the third eye or the Ajna Chakra. Through this point of energy, we are able to absorb spiritual energies into our vessel or body and thus cultivate spiritual abilities consciously within. To be able to practically reach this realm in our sadhana, we need to have achieved certain high levels of purification of the body and mind, and to not have too much accumulated karmic debt. When we're able to activate the upper Dantian, we're able to connect to spiritual energies. We're able to connect to cosmic energies such as Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Christ consciousness. We allow these energies to flow through us and bring healing and power. And from here, I will go into Jing, Qi, and Shen. These are the three energies we can cultivate within us. The Jing we cultivate in the lower Dantian, Qi through the center Dantian, and Shen, spiritual energy, that is, through the upper Dantian. Jing or vital energy. Jing is the vital energy that we cultivate through the lower Dantian. This energy is needed to function well in the material world. When we do physical exercise, yogasana, practice a healthy lifestyle, eat a well-balanced diet, then we are cultivating this energy of Jing or vital energy. It is important to note that when we overdo pleasurable activities or when we develop any form of addiction or craving, we are squandering this energy. When the energy goes low in an individual, they aren't able to function well in the material world. Therefore, stress, anxiety, and depression are common byproducts of low energy levels of Jing. If our energy levels of Jing are high, we can easily deal with stress, anxiety, and depression. But when it goes low, automatically stress, anxiety, depression, and many more diseases take over our consciousness. To balance this energy, we must focus on a healthy lifestyle, balanced diet, productive habits, and ensure that we don't overdo any activity that creates an imbalance here. Qi or bioelectric energy. Qi or Qi is the bioelectric energy that we cultivate through the center Dantian. Qi naturally exists in all of us and in nature as bioelectric energy. As we deepen our awareness of ourselves through meditation, we become aware of the subtle life force energy. Through the right practices, we are able to cultivate more of this energy. As we grow more abundant in this energy, we can restore our energy fields through self-healing and also restore the energies of others. Qi or Qi is a very subtle energy. In order for us to feel this energy within and around us, we must not involve ourselves in a very dense lifestyle. That is, eating light, sleeping well, sharing healthy boundaries with others, not getting wound up in emotions, and practicing a balanced lifestyle in all aspects. And finally, Shen or spiritual energy. Shen is the spiritual field of energy that we can connect to as we deepen our awareness through the consistent practice of meditation, chanting, and praying. Cultivating the energy of Shen allows us to tap into the higher fields of consciousness, which also makes our prayers and intentions very powerful. The more amount of Shen we gather through our sadhana, the more quicker do we see us attracting and manifesting our intentions into the reality. It truly does work like magic. But for one to truly feel this experience, one needs to practice with self-effort and patience. Shen can be used for distance healing, for manifesting intentions for ourselves and for others. The more selfless are our intentions, the more powerful is the energy of Shen that we cultivate. So Jing is more the vital energy. It is working through the lower Dantian. Exercises and right lifestyle and diet help us in strengthening this. Qi or Qi is the bioelectric energy, and this works through the center Dantian. We can channel this through our arms and palms for healing, but also radiate it up and down the spine to bless our consciousness in all ways. And Shen is the spiritual energy. This we are cultivating through the upper Dantian, and the stronger the Shen, the quicker our intentions manifest into reality. This is all for the second chapter, the fundamentals of Qi Kung and Tai Chi. Next, I will enter into chapter 3, the breath work and pranayam, which I will continue in the next video. Thank you for joining in. Love and light. Ariyo.